All right, so community vision planning session is basically a road mapping process for tomorrow. Um, I am no rattler. It's me, Shameeca, Tianca. What we did today with the process, basic idea of this process is to find. It's easy to look at the problems we have in our society today. So what we wanted to do with this program, the process is designed to imagine a place where we basically solve the problems that we complain about, that politicians talk about, that we complain about with our friends and stuff, that we are activists against, that we're working to combat right now. And what does that world look like that we live in when those problems are solved? And that's when we broke it down into three sections. Basically, the goals, these are like attributes, qualities of that world. Um, and I called it the destination. I just changed the title right quick. So some examples of those are clean, accessible H2O. In that world, we have everybody have clean, accessible H2O. Another suggestion was growing our own food. Everybody have access to food that they can grow locally, or even in their own places, at their own spaces. Localized business ownership, dollars circulating to the community. In every community, like the dollars circulate back and forth. We have everybody, ubiquitous. Everyone has 5-star education. Everybody gets the best. No spare, no expense. In that society, um, public servants are paid what they're worth. So fire, police, teachers, etc. They get paid what they're worth. Equal pay for equal work, equal pay. Women get paid the same as a man for the same amount of time for getting a job, for doing the same job. We have better health outcomes. We have communities. Well, better health outcomes is like people are healthier, living longer and healthier. Our communities are clean, like in Japan or Singapore. Like you don't go outside to see garbage on the street, like random people. You don't have to just like you live in a neighborhood and there's one person walking up and down the street all the time cleaning up. This is not a problem here. More politically active population, respect each other's differences, clean air. Those are some of the things, the other qualities that we did. Now we went through. The next step is to find roadblocks to those problems, and we did that for 4 of them. I will explain on another video in detail what those roadblocks that we see that stop us from being at that destination. And we went down deeper. We didn't have much time. This was a long-term process. We didn't have much time, so we stuck with growing our own food. So some of the roadblocks were lack of knowledge. It's not convenient for someone to do it. Time-wise, it's just easier to go to Popeyes or the grocery store and get something to eat. No commitment or motivation in the population. That's not something we do anymore, so we aren't committed to it. It's lack of space availability. We don't own large plots of land anymore. Lack of resources, as in seeds, tools, dirt, etc. And people lease or rent, and they don't own the land, so you can't just like go lease a house for a couple of years and then like tear the person's front yard out and put a food forest in the front. You can't just do that. It's generally frowned upon. So like these are some of the problems, and we came up with a few solutions. Include this knowledge in curriculum of schools, more community engagement, workshop, hands-on teaching opportunities where people can learn to do it in the community by the community. Bring in health professionals bring the knowledge that good food is medicine, is prevention. Bring them into the fold, have them be proponents of it, because that white coat is a place of power and respect, and what they say is listened to, even when culture and momentum is contrary to that. Long-term community investment to build resources. It's going to take a long term, because like in some communities, people don't have the money to buy the land and have a nice set of seeds or the tools, the tractors and all that stuff. So it's going to take a long-term commitment to build up to that. And things like hydroponics, container gardening, pooling resources. If you don't want to grow food, but you want to eat food that's local, maybe you'll help the person that is growing it, supporting them. Start a little local CSA, that type of stuff. And seed banking, seed exchange, if we had this in the community, it would be easier for us to get good seeds, to exchange knowledge, get the resources together, and make local food production a thing that permeates our communities rather than something that's like here or there, hit or miss. And so we just went through all three. We spent like an hour on this, hour and 10, 15 minutes. Went through all three on on localized food production, but for clean water access, for all of the other categories that we came up with. That was just Tianca, Shameeca, and me. We came up with these, but like there's so many more. So in the way we did the project, it was on basically a 4x8 whiteboard. I had it cut in half at Home Depot last night. You can get them for like $14, $15, but the best case scenario would be to do this with a larger group with much more diverse backgrounds and people who will have possible different answers to what they want. The more diverse the group is, the bigger the list is and the more comprehensive the plan. But these two lovely ladies helped me out. Appreciate y'all celebrating my birthday with me.
Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah. And so that's how I decided to celebrate mine, and we'll go forward and do this some more. Tianca thought it was good. What you think about it?
I thought it was awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, we need to do it more often than not.
Cool.
And really, that way we can get more people to start showing up and participating.
Nice. Shameeca, what you think?
I thought it was a wonderful way to celebrate your birthday, something that's different, and I'm all for it. Whenever it's about improving the community, yourself, I'm all for it. Well, only you.
Only Noah will come up with something
Only.
like
All right, I'm gonna post this and put it on YouTube. Anybody got questions, holler at me.